Good afternoon, Dingoos Crypto. So I have a super exciting video for you today. We're going to go over the SnowSwap token and protocol and mobile app. They are coming out with a mobile application, which we'll get into a little more here shortly. But let's just look at the price action. We're up 35% today, which is actually, I don't know why it's up so much today, but I can tell you why it's up since the beginning of the month, right? I could tell you why we're up since then, but I'll tell you in a little bit. But one thing I want to do in my DeFi exploration videos from now on is to put the bottom line up front and what the pros and cons and the utility of this token is right now. So let's jump into that. And the utility of this token is governance, obviously, and yield farming possibilities. And I put meta governance in there because on their mobile application there is a section that's not active yet, but there's an index section where the users of this application can invest in crypto indexes, and I wonder if they're going to make their own or use already existing DeFi options like DPI and CVP and PIDAO. So that's why I put meta governance question, because I could see that being a utility as well in the near future. So let's go into the pros of SnowSwap. Okay, so they developed backend for Yearn, which that's why the price is up. Why the price is up the last month, because there has been rumors of partnerships with Yearn, so Yearn can use the back end of this protocol, right? So this protocol does have a function which would be very valuable for Yearn to partner with. I don't know how much time it took to create. I don't know how heavy the workload is for Yearn to create their own backend for this type of protocol, but we'll get into that shortly. And then phone application for direct deposit into Yearn vaults and other DeFi applications, and they're trying to gamify it, such like as Robinhood. And one big thing I have with this is so retail investors are going to see returns like 30% returns, 40% returns, 50% returns on, like right now, the Yearn Vault, I downloaded the application. The only financial product it has is Yearn Vaults, and it has like 12% for a savings account, they call it. And I mean, you have to, when there's like DeFi returns such as like 15, 20, 30%, you have to make sure it's very trustworthy and it has integrity and transparency, because a lot of these retail individuals don't understand DeFi protocols and how they work, and they are seeing these high yields and don't understand it, and they might think it's a scam, and they just have to be very careful about that. The SnowSwap will soon be audited by QuantStamp. Hopefully it comes out early next month. Moonrover, I'll get in that a little later. This is one of the reasons why I love DeFi, because they never fail to blow my mind and just like, I don't know, mind fuck me. I don't even know what's going on, but we'll find out. I'll talk about it later. But cons, app is very primitive. It's beta. It's very rough around the edges, and it has a lot of work to be done. Yearn Partnership seems to be non-existent at this point. After all my research, it seems like this Yearn Partnership is not happening, if I had to guess. The price still seems to speculate that the partnership is real, but we'll get in that shortly. So let's jump right into the protocol. So this is their main protocol function right here. Let's just shortly go over the staking pools, because I'm sure you're interested in the percent yield you can get from staking Snow, which is their token. So Snow ETH pool on Uniswap is the most percent yield. So if you're interested in doing that, just know the risk associated with yield farming. So let's go into their main function as a DeFi application, and their main function is to exchange vaults cheaply for Yearn and other DeFi protocols such as Curve and Harvest. So you can cheaply go from one vault to another vault, and these vaults have different yearly growth rates, right? So if you want to transfer from a lower one to a higher one, you can do it simply and easily through SnowSwap. And you can do this with YVault Curve as well, and these two tokens, as well as Bitcoin Snow, which is the same thing but with just wrap synthetic Bitcoin and wrap Bitcoin, right? So this is the main function of this protocol so far, and I mean, this is why Yearn would want to integrate with SnowSwap, is because of this function. Currently, Yearn does not have a function to easily go between these two, go between vaults. So this might be why they would want a partnership with SnowSwap. And I will go into more details further to why I believe this is not in the pipeline right now. Obviously, this is not a for sure thing, but I'll go into this further later. But anyway, let's jump into the mobile app, which is kind of why I'm excited about SnowSwap. But do understand that this mobile app does not necessarily mean this token will hold any significance in ownership of this application. I believe this application will be centrally owned by a company. I mean, maybe not. Maybe they will integrate their token and have some sort of fee model with their token as well. Say, I don't know exactly. But just understand that holding this token does not necessarily mean you partake in ownership of this application. Just understand that. But I downloaded the application, and there is only one financial product on it, and that is the direct deposit into Yearn Vault. They call it the account savings, and there's like 12% right now. So let's jump into the future roadmap of this application. They plan on relaunching the application with centralized backend architecture for accredited investors. So this, I do very much appreciate what they're trying to do with the direct to retail with DeFi yields, right? So DeFi is very limited to the consumer because there is a lot of barriers to entry in terms of learning about Ethereum wallets and just the average users, things like how to there's a pretty large learning curve when it comes to using DeFi protocols, and it does take time to learn, and a lot of people don't have time to learn. They're working. So having a gamified central location where you can say download this app, and that's pretty much okay, download this app, put your money there, and you earn 12%, 20%, 30%, 40%. The only thing I say again is you have to make sure people trust it and have zero fuck ups. Once you have one fuck up, and maybe say there's a rug pull in one of your vaults or one of your yielding contracts, right? And there's a exploit and a flash loan attack happens, and they drain your vault. Nobody's going to trust it anymore. Just understand that. And lastly, this is a beta app, so I will give them some leeway, as well as they responded to every single one of their negative reviews, which I give them credit on. So they've had like several 1-star, 2 stars, very negative reviews, but they responded to every single one of them, and I understand this is beta, so hopefully when they come out next year with a new application, it will be better, and they will have more financial products to offer to their customers. Okay, now let's get into the Yearn Finance Partnership. Oh shit! One thing I did want to show you real quick. Check this out. I was just researching for this, and guess what I found? It's one of my videos in a random Discord. So check that out. Hey, they're just sending my videos around left and right. Like, I'm just a cool shot. You know what I'm saying? People like watching me. What can I say? No, I'm just. But I was like, hey, people are sending my videos around. That's kind of a cool thing. I appreciate that. And it's kind of cool to say. So this was 2 months ago, and this is in Yearn's dev Discord chat. Do we know if Yearn is going to use SnowSwap as a backend so we can switch easily our wrap stables around without exiting vaults? And then a month later, this is not in direct response, but Ben Tag is a core dev for Yearn. I'm not aware of any collab with Snow. This doesn't definitely mean there is none. It only means I'm not invited if there is something brewing. So that is why Obviously, that's not 100% saying no, there's no collab, and maybe it's worth to speculate on a little bit, because remember, Snow is only a $1.8 million market cap. So if Yearn partners and uses their back end, expect Snow to exponentially grow relatively quickly. So maybe it's worth throwing. I mean, depends on your risk tolerance, guys. You need to understand your own risk tolerance and understand that you might lose it all. And that's what DeFi is all about. It's being these projects that in traditional finance would only be available for accredited investors are now available for the average individual like you and me. Okay, so we have the opportunity to make intellectual and educational guesses on what projects will be fundamental and essential for blockchain, which is the future. And you don't need to be an accredited investor to do so. So that's very awesome. So make smart choices and you could potentially come out well. That's all I'm saying. And lastly is the Moonbase. So this is Moonbase. It's done by the Base protocol. It's very difficult to understand. I have yet to fully comprehend it, but I'm trying to. But it's kind of rad, and I just used the word rad. Yes, I did. But basically, Snow is part of their, I don't know what it is, their vesting schedule, where you can vest and then on a time schedule you get M-Base tokens, which have some monetary value. I still have to look into this because I don't fully understand it. And maybe I will play around with it. But this just came out recently. And this is why I love DeFi so much. Because what the fuck is this? Like, what is this? Like, this is really cool, but also it's like financial, like it's like finance. I don't know what it is. It's just insane. It's like, it's monetary Legos that are just getting more complex and more complex, and I'm trying to keep up with it the best as I can, but it's just mind-blowing. But anyways, last but not least, I want to leave off on this note. So this was a flash loan attack, and as you can see, they have approximately $5 million in DAI. And let's go to these comments, and these are the comments of people that lost their money, right? So just understand what happened here, guys. Hey, bro, actually glad you hacked. Like, just very sad, saying this is all my money. Don't be one of these guys, okay? You're not going to get your money back. This isn't a game, okay? You lose your money and you will never get it back, okay? And that's all I wanted to leave you with, because I also want to make you understand and be clear that if you play DeFi, you can lose all your money, or the money that you put at risk. Okay, that is it. I appreciate you watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you want to explore DeFi more with me. And peace out till next time. Thanks.